Hey, welcome back to Postal BBQ. I'm Shaven Postal, and today at the grill, we're going to be smoking up a delicious bone-in pork loin and topping it with an amazing spicy garlic butter that's absolutely phenomenal. This recipe is juicy, smoky, absolutely delicious, and so you're going to want to give it a try for sure. And so just like always, I'm going to put all the show notes as well as the full recipe in the description box below for you, so make sure to click down there to see everything that you need for this cook. Also, if you like what we're doing on this channel, consider subscribing for more great barbecue recipes, tutorials, and reviews. Now, other than that, let's get into the cook. As I said, welcome back to Postal BBQ. I appreciate you being here. If you haven't yet hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell, make sure to do so right now so you don't miss out on any great barbecue content just like this one. And so today at the grill, I'm going to be cooking up this amazing bone-in pork loin. And if you know me, if you've been following the channel for a while, you know I really love pork loin. And it's been so long since I've done a bone-in pork loin. And you know, when it comes to cooks like this is one of those recipes that is simple to do, doesn't cost a lot, and it's going to be a great feast item for, you know, maybe upcoming holidays or a family feast. You know, it doesn't really matter. Every time you cook a bone-in pork loin, it's going to be phenomenal. And so this bone-in pork loin is about 3 pounds. You can see that there's a little bit of bone still in there, and the butcher did sort of take it back from the meat a little bit, giving a nice presentation. So to prepare this bone-in pork loin, I'm going to start by applying a little bit of hot sauce as a binder for the rub, and this is going to add a little bit of extra flavor, a little bit of extra spice, and it's going to go really well with this pork loin, especially with this butter garlic sauce that I'm going to be making to drizzle over this at the very end. We'll flip it over and make sure we get it rubbed on all the different sides, and go ahead and use your favorite hot sauce. There we go. And so today I'm going to be seasoning it with my Postal BBQ Original Rub. There's some sweetness in there, some pepper, a little bit of heat as well, but it goes really amazing on pork. And so let's load this up. I'm going to start on the side. Get that on there, then just liberally coat this pork loin in that rub. And guys, go ahead and use your favorite barbecue rub. You don't have to use this one, but I do recommend something that has a little bit of that sweetness in there to really complement that pork. All right, there we go. So with this pork loin all seasoned and ready to go, let me show you how I'm going to set up this Loin sear kettle for cooking around 250 to 275 degrees. So to set up our grill today, I placed in about 12 briquettes into the corner of the Loin sear, and then I grabbed my sous vide gun by Grill Blazer just to blast those coals until they're fully lit. Once my coals were fully lit, I then filled up the remainder of the Loin sear. I then closed the lid and let our temperatures come up to around 250 to 275 degrees. All right, so now that my kettle grill is up to temperature, the only thing left to do is to add in my digital thermometer. And so today I'm going to be using the meter, and this is going to slide in right into the middle, just like that. Let's go ahead and get this roast onto the grill. And then to add a little bit of smoky flavor, I'm going to add on a piece of apple wood. This apple goes really well with pork, so just place that directly over those coals. And then I'm going to close up that lid. And like I said, today I'm going to be cooking this roast between 250 and 275 degrees, which is really great temperature when you're smoking a pork loin like this. Also, to go along with this pork roast today, I'm going to be making a delicious spicy garlic butter sauce that we're going to just drizzle on at the very end. All right, I've been cooking this pork loin for just over 2 hours, and it's been rock steady around 250 degrees with that apple wood, providing a lot of great smoky flavor to this. It smells phenomenal back here. But before I make this spicy garlic butter to drizzle on top, let me just show you what it looks like. Guys, let's look at that. You can see there's some really nice color going on with this roast. There's a little bit of pooling in there. I'm just gonna dump that off quickly and let it continue to cook like normal. So let's close this back up and get making this spicy garlic butter. And so to start with, I have a half a cup of butter, and this is just 1 stick of salted butter. You can use unsalted if you like, but I like that little bit of extra saltiness when it comes to pork loin. Got that. We're going to also throw in 2 cloves of really finely minced garlic. Essentially, this is garlic I just minced down into more of a fine paste. And then to the garlic and that butter, I'm gonna add in some of that original rub. This is gonna add a little bit of extra flavor, especially with that sweetness that I'm looking for. And so I'm gonna place in, you know, about a tablespoon or so of that. And then to that, I have 1 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. This is gonna add that bit of kick that I'm looking for. There we go. I'm just gonna mix this together a little bit, just get it all over that butter. All right, there we go. So I'm gonna get this butter onto the grill. I'm gonna place it just on the edge of those coals so that the butter starts to melt and just starts to pull out the flavor of that garlic and all the spices and that cayenne, really just blending all those flavors really well. When it comes to the pork loin, I have about 20 minutes left according to my meter thermometer app. And so I'm gonna let it just continue to ride until we get to that 140-degree temperature before I come back and take a look at it. It's now been 2 hours and 45 minutes since I first put this pork loin into the kettle grill. Also, the butter that I placed in there, I did open the lid partway through and just give it a stir just to make sure it's melting properly and get all those spices and the garlic just mixed around really well. And so the pork loin is now sitting at around 140 degrees internal temperature. And so let me open up the grill and show you what it looks like. Guys, just take a look at that. It's got incredible color on the outside. You can really see how that smoke and the meat are interacting really well. You can see that the butter is melted down nicely. And so I'm gonna place that onto the outside and just get a nice layer of this butter coating the top. There we go. Guys, this smells so good. You can really smell that butter. As soon as it hit the meat, just the fragrance of it just exploded. And so what I'm gonna do with the roast all done, I'm gonna remove it from the grill, let it rest for a few minutes, and then we'll get ready for the taste test. All right, guys, this is always one of my favorite moments, the taste test. I did let the roast rest for about 10, 12 minutes just to allow the heat and the juices just to distribute throughout the roast because it is a larger cut of meat. And so let's cut into it and see how we did. And so I'm just gonna slice it into about 1-inch thick steaks right in between the bone. So let's start here. Oh, it's incredibly juicy. Just look at that. Guys, this is absolutely juicy. Just take a look at the board. This is without any of that butter. This is just the juices from within that roast. And so what I'm gonna do before I go for the taste is I'm gonna take some of this warmed butter and just drizzle it all over. And it's gonna go all in between those chops that I made. Okay guys, I'm really excited about this. Let's go for this piece right here. This is calling my name. And let's just look at that. Oh my goodness. I don't even know how to eat this. Oh, so let's go for a bite and see how it is. Oh my goodness. It's tender, juicy. The flavor just pops. It's incredible. Guys, this pork loin is so juicy. My board can't even keep up with all the juices that's coming off the side. It's everywhere. This is exactly what you want to see when it comes time to cooking a pork loin. The flavor is phenomenal. First of all, you're hit with, obviously that spicy garlic butter, and then you get that sweetness and the smoke and the juiciness that's in the roast from cooking it on the kettle grill. This is why a pork loin is one of my favorite cuts, because when you cook it right, the flavor is out of this world. It's juicy, it's tender. There's so much stuff that I could say about a cut like this. So if you've never tried cooking a pork loin roast like this on a kettle grill, or really on any type of smoker, make sure to give it a try, because it comes out perfect every time. It's tender, it's juicy, smoky, and delicious, and the flavor really can't be beaten. So let me go for another taste. One more. So that's how you make that incredibly juicy bone-in pork loin for your next feast night. You're gonna love it for sure. Hey, if you wanna see more barbecue videos just like this, so make sure to hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. Also, special thank you to all my patrons and channel members for supporting this channel every single week. And so until next time, keep the fire lit and get cooking.